So, there's a winter storm warning advisory. Watch? I'm not sure. I get confused between the tornadoes and the storm warnings. Anyway, but regardless, the schools were canceled yesterday. There's not a snowflake in the sky. However, we need to be prepared. So I've been making my list of the things that we need to do. We've got the grocery store. I finally need to get an oil change. I'm not looking forward to that one. I need to get on that list as quickly as possible before it's completely impassable out there. In Tennessee, we don't have snow. Actually, we have snow like maybe 2 or 3 times a year, but it's nothing of any count. Let's just put it that way. And that's a very Kentucky thing to say. It's of no count. So I'm getting my oil changed, and it's something that I think you need to do every so often, but I have postponed it as long as humanly possible. You know, when you get here, you don't know if you're supposed to open the door or roll down the window. So I have a tendency to do both. And then you get in the car and you feel them wiggling around underneath the car, kind of like that. I don't know if you can see that, but the whole car wiggles around. So you know that someone has their hands inside your engine, and you really want to just roll up the window because it's cold and it's snowing outside, or it's supposed to be snowing outside, and you just want to roll the window up. But I'm concerned that if I turn it too many clicks, that perhaps the person whose hands are inside my engine might get electrocuted. So I sit in my cold car with the door open and the window open, hoping that it'll be over soon.
Fill up the gasket. 47 tight.
Cool.
Clear.
You know, this is getting really expensive. I should learn how to do this myself. Just saying. It started to snow, and they're predicting that we're going to get 5 inches of snow with a little bit of ice. Well, ice then snow. I think that's the way this one goes. I'm going to take you on a tour of the grocery store to show you exactly how much milk is left in the middle of the pandemonium of getting ready for a winter storm in Tennessee. First and foremost, winter weather requires flowers. So that way you remember that spring is coming. It's not going to be like this forever. You're not going to be without flowers. No fruit, and especially the most important thing, there's little to no bananas. Let me tell you, bananas are probably one of the most important things in a person's diet. That's not true, but bananas are the first thing to go. Apples, I would say, would probably be close second, but that would be second to bananas. And in case you're worried, I got my bananas. I got them yesterday. I'm not sure what was for sale in there, but obviously it was decimated. The Hungry Man down there, completely empty. We have the eggs. Oh yeah, they're going fast. Since the Atkins diet, I noticed that the bread, which used to go out quickly, is still in full supply. The milk. You know, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. They got a little bit of skim left. A little bit of, 2% in Whole's gone. Who drinks that? Do you? Now, a dear friend of mine from Wyoming asked me yesterday that if in Tennessee it's so important that we have our milk, bread, and eggs, why is it toilet paper and beer on the list? I informed her it was on mine. The cashier really couldn't have been any more precious as far as I'm concerned. She informed me that she was surprised I was able to make it through the aisles. Now granted, I am a bit winded. You had to elbow your way through the line. So, the last thing that you do before a major snowstorm is you get gas. One observation that I would just like to make here real quickly is I noticed that in the grocery store that all the frozen foods were completely taken out. And here's my thing. When you get a snowstorm in Tennessee, we have a tendency to lose power because of all the ice. And so then you lose your electricity, and then it gets warm again. It gets back up to the 50s. So then you have all this frozen food that ruins because you have no electricity and you can't put it outside to keep it cold. So doesn't it make more sense to get canned goods? But it's snowing finally, and it's wet. And fortunately for me, I have completed my list of things to do. Ooh, comes rain, snow, sleet, or hail, the post office will prevail. Is that how that goes? Anyway, post office, looky, looky, looky. Not gonna hit the guy in the mail truck. It's turning out to be really pretty. I'll give you an update later as to how much snow we get.